Primary forests, also known as old-growth, intact or virgin forests, are complex superorganisms supported by massive old trees. They are places where nature's ecosystem services are highly concentrated. They contain most of the planet's terrestrial biodiversity and vast carbon stocks. They produce the cleanest fresh water, and they are very often the homelands of indigenous peoples. Unfortunately, they are disappearing fast. After the last ice age and before agriculture, about half of Earth's land area was covered in forest. Today, more than a third of that forest is gone. With forests distributed all around the globe, it's hard to get a sense of scale for the change. So let's bring all the forests together in one big global forest. This is how much primary forest remains and how much we've lost. More carbon is stored in this global forest than in all known stocks of oil and coal combined. There is more carbon here than in the atmosphere. When forest is destroyed, carbon enters the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide gas, where it contributes to global warming. Primary forests are unlike other forests. They store more carbon and are home to many more species of plants, animals, and fungi. This is not a coincidence. Undisturbed forests with all their native biodiversity store more carbon. Most forests today are either young regrowth forests, which are regenerating after clearing or logging, or they are degraded forests, which have been damaged in some way. Both support fewer species than primary forests and have lower carbon stocks. Plantation forests, where people have planted trees like a crop, can support even fewer species. Across the tropics, we are losing a hectare of tropical tree cover every 2 seconds. But that's only part of the story. There is another more insidious threat than deforestation, and that is forest degradation. When primary tropical forests are degraded by logging, about 35% of the carbon they store enters the atmosphere. They also lose many of the species they support. It can take 100 years or more to restore the forest to its original condition. Certified timber won't help, not if it comes from primary forest. Certification schemes for reduced impact logging operations are an improvement on conventional logging, but even certified timber will have had a permanent impact on the primary forest from which it was removed, degrading it to the point it can't support the range and quantity of life it could as primary forest. Sustainable forest management means no logging or any other industrial activity in primary tropical forests. No matter how much we want it to be true, there's no such thing as sustainable logging in primary forests. We need our ancient trees. Our children and grandchildren will need them too.